Hey YouTube, I'm back and I wanted to again ask the question, how do you deal with criticism? Now, naturally, we would always say I'll deal with it. My critics, I'll deal with criticism just like Jesus dealt with them. But then the thing is, how did Jesus actually deal with criticism and how did he deal with his critics? I know one thing's for sure, he did not allow criticism or his critics to get him off focus. In some scriptures we read that Jesus actually had remarks for them. Yeah, when I was studying that, when I was going through, drama on my own end, and people criticizing and being critical and, you know, saying things, some things hurtful, some things just completely crazy. And in fact, those of us who do YouTube, we know that that's like a reality every day. Daily, you're going to get something crazy. You're going to get somebody crazy saying something. You're going to get some off-the-wall comments. So how do you deal with them? And I prayerfully deal with these things like Jesus did. In some instances, and especially when he was dealing with the Pharisees and the Sadducees, he answered them. And sometimes he answered them in ways that we would call rude or offensive. But he answered them. He many times called them whitewashed tombs full of dead men's bones. Sometimes he said that they were of their father the devil. And sometimes he didn't open his mouth. So, how do you deal with criticism? That's the topic for a discussion. And I'd like to hear your feedback on this one. I'd like to hear your comments. I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. Many times, because I am gifted to speak, I will want to immediately say something quickly in response, almost like as a rebuttal. But then I realized, wait a minute, what am I defending? Am I speaking out of anger? Am I speaking because I just want to get them back, humanly, speaking? Do I want to just get them back? Of course, we know vengeance is the Lord's. He will repay. Or do I want to be understood? Do I want to make my perspective, my viewpoints clear? And so, those are the reasons why I want to answer back many times hastily. Then other times, I don't want to say anything. I feel like if people can think that, honey, let them think it. If people think you crazy because you choose or you don't choose to do certain things, let them think it. If people think you off your rocker, let them think it. Sometimes it's not even worth the time it takes to formulate the cognitive energy to have a response. And other times it's like, you know what, wait a minute. Let me go on and clear some things up, and then I'm going to be done with it. And usually that's the method I take. Let me go ahead and clear some things up, and then I'm through. You got to also know when to be through. You got to know when to say, okay, enough is enough. That's all right. If you want to continue to think like that, go right ahead and be my special guest. You understand? So that's a topic that I've been, that I've had to deal with in the past. And I am sure, absolutely sure, especially if I continue to do YouTube, and especially if I continue to walk in my God-ordained calling, as God takes me before his people, takes me before the nations, takes me before the body of believers, there are going to be lots and lots of critics. I just figure I'm in good company because they criticize Jesus. So, those are my thoughts. I want to hear yours. Okay, you make ministry possible. Enjoy Jesus and all his joys. I will. Bye.